Longtime friends Julie Beaver of Fort Smith and Faye Aviugana of Hay River, originally from N.W.T, found themselves both evacuating to Fort Resolution, grateful to be out on the land rather than out of territory and in a city. Beaver describes the day they were told to evacuate Fort Smith, August 13th.
It was like the apocalypse, as a lot of people would say. Like, it was really eerie, and it was early evening, so it was interesting to look at the sky and see how dark it was and red, and then you look at your time, and it was like 4 in the afternoon.
Aviugana said she's not new to experiencing natural disaster evacuations, including having gone through the May 2022 flash floods. She's learned she didn't want to choose a city hotel evacuation and to keep busy helping community.
Despite being displaced again for the 4th time, I am grateful that I'm here, because the third time that I was evacuated, I had gone to Yellowknife and was in a hotel room, and I'm not, like I said, I was grateful that they covered our hotel, but it was what they said. It wasn't what was comfortable for me, right? Being out at Mission Island in Fort Resolution has been a blessing for me, because I am enjoying the cultural week that is going on there, and I pray a lot for the communities that are affected. I pray for protection for my family that's traveling through fires.
We are really connected to the land, and we spend a lot of time out at our cabin north of Fort Smith. And for me, being here, I've just really tried to think about, how to stay connected. Like, I've gone out picking spruce gum. My daughter and I, we made our way to the water today, to the Great Slave Lake, and offered prayers and tobacco.
Using Starlink to call because of telecommunication outages, they urge authorities to make evacuation announcements much sooner so that there is less panic, and that authorities take seriously going to elders and knowledge keepers on traditional burning practices going forward.
Well, growing up, my dad was a firefighter, and so I've heard a lot of stories about how, there's been fires throughout history, but they've never been allowed to get as big as these fires have been. I think these are the biggest in N.W.T's history, to take as many things with the fire, to take as many trees as it's taken. Driving through the burn, there's the trees that we cut down last year for our firewood. It's no longer is there thought into that now we will have to travel further to get the firewood to keep us warm in the winter in both places. So my dad burns wood in his house in Fort Smith, and we burn wood out at the cabin. It's a trek already by snow machine to go and get firewood. I don't know where we're going to go and get, or how long it's going to take for us to get the firewood. Mm-hmm. So it's those kinds of things. Like, there has to be some kind of a balance, and how do we get that back? I believe it definitely belongs with bringing in the elders and talking about it. What's happening right now with the government is you have these young people who finish their masters and think that they know everything, and they're not willing to talk to the elders. That's the way we were raised, is the elders have the knowledge. They hold the knowledge, and it has to come back to that, or we're not going to have a place to live in anymore.
The mothers remain grateful for the Fort Resolution hospitality. Carly Schogner, APTN National News, N.W.T.